Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the MudPolitical podcast. I go by the name of Mikhail. Courtney's here, Jay's here, Soundman's here, and Nina's here. And you are listening to part 2 of the Men vs. Women series. Part 1 is out right now. Go check that out on all streaming platforms. So don't forget to check it out. And, let's get to it. I feel like we got to bring some unity back to the pod. Some black men and black women unity back to the pod, man. You brought something. You posted another social media clip earlier today, was it? About a good woman versus the right woman.
Yeah.
Ooh. Meaning, and I think the point of there was 3 brothers talking. I think they're all like Instagram fitness niggas, so they them type of niggas. But yeah, no, Nina, you can find it later. What's the link? Name him.
It was like a 3-4 minute video. Yeah, that was a good one.
But it was 3 of them. They were, and one of them was talking about that there's a difference between a good woman and the right woman. Meaning, if you're a brother that has all your stuff together, you met a lot of good. So if you're doing your vetting, your due diligence,
he said countless amount of women.
Yeah, he said I met countless amount of good women, but the right woman is different, right? A lot of women are good, because you vetted them. You did all these things. You did what you were supposed to do. They're all good women. They're all have all these great qualities. They're all good to hang around. They're all good to,
spend your time with.
Spend your time with. They're not bothering you. You feel good about even bringing them around your parents, your folks, and all these things, and your people. But are they the right woman? Mm-hmm. Right? Are they the woman that makes you want to do better? Are they the one that makes you want to change things that are wrong with you? Right? Are they the one that makes you see possibilities that you didn't otherwise understood existed? Right? And I think a lot of brothers, to their point, get stuck in that. They get stuck with a good woman, but it may not be the right woman. And you know what you do? You cheat on the good woman, because a lot of good women get cheated on, right? Mm-hmm. So what happens is they end up getting cheated on, and then the good woman, ends up not being a good woman for the next cat. Mm-mm. This is totally left from their spot, right? But ends up not being a good woman for the next cat, and now you've turned a good woman into a broken woman. Mm. Now, obviously, I turned that left from that video because we got a better pod than them, so we don't even got to do their content was trash anyway.
But I like what he said when he said, I met the right woman, and I feel like I'm at Six Flags every day.
Well, that nigga was being a little giddy. That was a little Derek Jackson-y.
But still.
That was a little Derek Jackson-y.
He feel like he at Six Flags every day? Why Six Flags?
Woo!
I mean, it was just a point. It was a point. Like, I met the right woman. It made me think. It made me like, I'm excited every day to wake up.
That boy, the scream machine right now.
I'm excited every day. You're gonna make me think about something different in the world. Make me want to be a superhero.
Sick.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm at Six Flags every day. It's like I felt that one.
Have you?
I'm just saying, like, the right woman, the good and the right woman.
Have you ever felt like you? Do you feel like you at Six Flags every day, Jay? Put you on the spot, Jay. Tell us how you feel about your future wife. Go.
It's just an example.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm at Six Flags.
It's just an example,
because that's wild.
I'm just saying it's just an example of something.
That weren't even your words. We ain't coming at you, brother.
So the question is, I'm saying the question is, what you asking him? You feel like you got the good one, or you feel like you got the right one?
I mean, he's gonna say the right one. Now,
I mean, I got the right one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no other answer
what
for
does
him
she
to
make
have,
you?
right?
But I'm not even just saying that.
Not going extra with Six Flags.
That's
so
the only reason
how right does she
put a
make
ring
you
on
feel every day? Okay, cool. So express that.
How did you know it was the right one?
Because she made me realize that I not needed to do anything, but she made me want to.
Want, need, or two different things.
She made me want to go a different direction in life, as far as because I was out here just being a little
thought.
I was
thoughtarita.
I wouldn't say that, but it was it was just a little much. Brother.
Thought pocket.
Pocket. I was thinking.
Thought pocket.
I was thinking like, yo, if something don't pop off soon, like I'm just gonna have a baby mama. Like it's whatever. I'm just gonna go out here because I know my mama wants some grandkids. I'm just gonna go out here,
man. You know, it is what it is.
Just have me a baby mama, and it'll be whatever. But you know, like when I met her, you know, like she was nice and everything. Everything was, and she was like it was different. Like it was no, it was because I joke a lot and all that. Like I'm just a funny nigga.
Yeah,
I won't say joke. You just a realist.
Yeah, well, I'm just a funny nigga.
Go ahead.
So I would make jokes and stuff, but she was all serious.
Yeah.
And that just it kind of slowed me down. And she just helped me think about certain things. And it wasn't like she was doing it on purpose. It was just
it was innate.
That's her.
Yeah,
That's
we
who
were
she
just
was.
in conversation.
This is
It was
her.
just
So what was that do you have a moment where you were like where
first
it
time.
dawned on you like
First time.
this is it.
What was that first time?
Oh, it was early on when I was like, okay, this is probably the one.
Wow.
Like it was dead ass early on in the relationship.
Wow.
Like it was probably around the same time we actually made it official. Like I was
Really?
like, okay, this is probably gonna last
Wow.
a long time.
Wow.
Because it was completely different from my other relationships. But I look at all that from the past, like that was like high school shit, high school, college shit. Like, those relationships are different.
Yeah. Were you not in
Very
college?
different.
Were you not in college when you met her?
Yeah, I was out of college.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was one of them.
Yeah, I was what, 4 years out?
Well, damn.
Yeah. So,
Like a grown man paying bills.
yeah, and I had a girlfriend after college, but she was still in college, and she was just a little, a little childish and shit.
Then
when
you gave
grow
her,
up,
you gave her a
graduate.
great word. It should have been something else, but all right.
Yeah, whatever. But when you meet a woman,
Right?
Mars.
no. When you meet a woman, like you'll know it. When she's on top of her shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the one you have to go after, because you don't want no little girl who's always playing and don't know
Shit.
don't know nothing about the world.
Yeah. That's true.
Like
That's
you want
true.
somebody who has goals and all that shit.
Yeah.
So once I realized that, like she had all her shit together.
Yeah. And is that what it took? Hey, she's got it together. She makes me want to be better, and this is something that I gotta be with forever.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, and I knew she could take care of things. Like you want your woman to be able to take care of herself, a child in the future.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
those are things you got to think
in whatever
about.
aspect you need. That makes sense. That makes a lot. That makes a lot of sense, man. I can say that it is. When I heard the video we're referring to, right, and he said I was at Six Flags, I said I had never felt like I was not me. I had never felt like I was at Six Flags, because I guess who I am and how I look at relationships still
Six Flags is stressful to me.
slick. Six Flags is hot as hell.
It
a
is.
long ass line.
You got to pay
Well, you-
$15 for water. Like,
I'm like,
nigga,
boy,
you got to
I
make
done
life
spent-
decisions.
I done spent $8 for a corn dog, and I'm still hungry.
Yeah.
What the
$10
hell
for a
going on,
milkshake.
bro? I'm hungry as hell right now. But
That shit is.
But
not
I mean, it
fun.
was just an expression of
no,
his,
it was an expression. It was
Nah,
a meta.
he was
It was.
stupid.
It's
He ain't
not
never-
stupid.
He ain't never been to Six Flags.
He probably
How is it
haven't.
stupid?
He never
I'm-
been to
I'm
Six
be
Flags
honest.
over
Because
Georgia.
your boy saying all he do is smile on the pod and talk about his girl. It's just like, oh, that's who you think about. That's who you was like. Okay, hey, I'm out here doing my thing. When I go home, I'm going home happy. That's basically what he was saying. Yeah, he might win an extra level. It's like, okay.
Well,
But-
Well,
said
okay,
this
I'm gonna be
word.
honest.
But you
I'm,
get
I'm
what-
still
but you get
working.
what he's saying.
I'm still working on the vulnerability parts of myself. So, and just full transparency, I am. So, like,
Please go in depth about that.
yeah, I'm still working on the vulnerability parts of myself. Meaning, it's hard for me to fully, like, even have that kind of fun and openness with someone, with the woman in that way, right? Where I even end up having that kind of shared fun or that deep satisfaction that people have, right? That you have, it's hard for me to get that, because it's like there's still something in me no matter how committed I am to someone, there's still something in me that keeps them just kind of, maybe not at arm's length, but at like a quarter arm's length.
You gotta jump off that cliff, bro.
You know, it's hard because
It's
like
hard.
I still want, I'm still selfish. Like I still want certain things from me. You know,
Yeah, but
I
then
still feel like I'm still worried. Not feel like I'm still concerned that, damn, like what if I can't do whatever I want all the time? You know, I guess, and that's obviously not. That's very childish, but like it is. But like, I guess I'm still working out how to compromise on certain things. I'm still working out how to build a level of shut the fuck up, right?
It's
Because
hard.
I heard something on someone's podcast. It might have been the Roommates podcast and they had the guests Shan the Body, like the little light skinned chick, you know what I'm talking about, who's doing all that stuff. But she was talking about one of the biggest, because she's disagreeable. She admitted that she's a disagreeable person. I find myself
Sound like
to be
somebody
very
I know.
disagreeable, right?
Yeah, that's you.
So
I've heard
you
that
know,
about you.
Yep.
all right. Well, I'm glad to hear it's consistent.
In a
all right,
relationship,
nigga.
you
All
have
right.
to
All right, bro.
compromise. You have to compromise.
Anyway, man. But one thing she understood. I'm trying to tell a story. I want to forget. That's I've been drinking, but
Nigga had a sip.
all right.
Go ahead.
But anyway, she brought up that, you know, she's disagreeable, and one thing she had to learn was build up her shut the fuck up meter, right? How being strong-willed and strong-minded towards how you see an outcome of something, right, is cool. It's cool, and it can make you successful in all these other things, right? But those traits don't necessarily make you successful in a relationship, right? They don't. They're two different skill sets. It's a totally different journey, right? And I thought that was a really salient point, right? And, you know, part of wanting things done in a certain way, like I have a very clear vision on, even on like a very minute level, whether it's little things. I like have things that I want done very specifically for reasons.
We
right?
all do.
Right? Very, I'm sure, right? And little shit, right? And I am 100% convinced that it's the best way to go.
Yep.
100%
Yep.
convinced that this is the absolute best. There may be other good ways, but this is the best way. Even if that's my mentality, it's like this thing where I'm still trying to evolve into like, all right, this may be I think this is the best way to go. And maybe I can prove it. But does that even matter? Right? Maybe this other person wants the satisfaction of seeing something come to fruition through their vision. Right? I always want it to come through fruition from what I've envisioned and everything like that.
You gotta
Maybe,
let that go.
maybe they want the satisfaction of something coming through
It's
their
not
vision.
just about you in a relationship, sir.
Yeah. Hey, I had to learn that 2020. It was hard as shit.
Right.
Quarantining. I had all my old furniture from my apartment. I got that shit from my folks' house.
Free.
They got rid of. They was getting some new shit. They was like,
Free
well, you can have it.
$99,
I
the
was like, all right,
logo.
whatever, cool.
Yeah.
You know you sat on that couch I had, that black one. That was
It
bruh,
peel on you?
It was
You get
peeling.
You be like,
If
damn,
you
I got
sat
a mold
on,
right
you got
here.
black
and
shit
it's
all on you.
fucking leather. And you
The
flick it off.
cushions weren't soft. You sitting on the metal springs of the
I mean, it was comfortable.
of
It
the
was
pull-out
It
bed.
just peel on you.
Yeah, but you know, my fiance wasn't having that shit.
Hell no.
I ain't want to get no new couch. I was mad as shit. Mad. Like pissed. But yeah, like, you know, she was looking at me like, why you living like this? I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with this.
Yeah.
You're homeless.
I've been living like this for 3 years. I'm fine.
Right.
We ain't died. I got, you know, I got furniture.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, barely. But you know, I had to suck it up and be like, all right, whatever. Get the couch.
Yeah.
I love it. I sit on it all the time. It's a little sectional. I got my little corner, bro. I be sitting back, bro. It's cool. Like I had to, you know, you got to realize that, like you said, there are different ways to do things.
Yeah, I get so stuck. It's something I'm working on for myself. Is I want to be right. I don't even care if
We
it's.
know.
I don't care if it's palatable. I don't care if it's even agreeable. Like I am more concerned about if this mechanically, like empirically, like objectively the best route. And if I can't say that this alternative route that's being propositioned to me is indeed better than mine, then I don't want to fucking do that.
Yeah.
If you can't prove it to me that my 2 + 2 is 4, if I'm saying 2, if you can't prove to me that 2 + 2, that I'm saying 2 + 2 is 5, and you're saying, nah, nigga, it's 2 + 2 is 4. If you can't prove to me that is right, we got a problem, right? Does that make sense? Like it's almost like a mathematic equation in a certain way. I think my brain works weird where I'm like, man, like just be like, I don't want to do it if it don't make more sense, even if it makes equal amounts of sense. Now you've asking me to like inconvenience myself for something that makes the same amount of sense. That means it makes less sense. So fuck that. I ain't doing that.
But see, you're thinking like the easy route.
Yeah, exactly.
So you thinking 2 + 2 is 4, but she might be thinking, no, nigga, 3 × 1 + 1 is 4.
Ain't that a bitch?
And you like,
that's nice.
Why you
that's
just
solid.
don't do 2 + 2?
Right. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing,
That's how
though.
they think.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how they think.
Right.
That's how they think.
That's a really interesting
you bring
point
something
you
to
brought
the table.
up.
Like
Yeah, that's an interesting point, man.
Like you bring something to the table, it's like
Right.
they don't even want to think like how you think, and that's what is compromise.
You know what's funny? Maybe, and well, Nina asks a good question. Do you want to be happy or do I want to be right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I find myself I feel maybe I'm struggling. Like I said, this is something I struggle with. I'm being honest with y'all on the pod here, right? Is that
The first time.
okay? Well, nigga. You know, I want to be happy, but it's like conceptually, it seems like how can I be happy if I'm operating in something that I don't think is correct?
Are
Right.
you willing to talk to that person about it?
Oh, that's never the issue. I'm always
Are
willing
you
to say
willing
I
to
think some shit's
see
ridiculous.
where they're coming from?
Yeah, I can see where a lot of people are
You
coming
can
from and still think it's
see.
wrong. I see where white supremacists are coming from. I get it. It makes a lot of sense on their side. It's just wrong. But that's what I'm saying. Like I can see
understand
like
why you
seeing
don't
where
like
you're
niggas.
coming from does not mean I think you right. Is that not true?
Yeah.
I mean, I
It
think
makes
that's the
sense.
way to go.
That makes sense.
Like,
But what you got to do is you got to jump off that cliff.
talk. Yeah, give me the advice, man. Tell me.
But
how
don't
to do it.
jump
just
off
gotta-
without no parachute.
No, what I'm saying, you just got to.
All right, I'm
you
with
just
that.
You just gotta go ahead and whatever she say, be like, all right, let's try that. And in your head, you like, I know this shit ain't gonna work.
Okay.
I know it's not,
That's why you
but we
jump
can
off with
do
a
it.
parachute.
Right.
I'm gonna hit my parachute
But-
before I hit
Go
this
ahead.
fucking ground.
But they gonna get it done regardless of how it go.
They'll find a way. Yeah.
They'll find a way.
Right.
They really do. Even when you think that shit is not going to work,
Right.
like it dead ass happens like that all the time.
That's why you hit that parachute. Oh, you fucked up. That's why I had this.
You don't even
safety
have to
valve
have.
back there.
I mean, you had your little parachute, but you
Why
ain't
would
even
you
have to
jump
go
off
that.
a cliff without having a
No, I
parachute?
think he's
if
making
you
an
know they're
interesting
wrong?
point. You're saying that
I get the
you're saying
point.
that you may not see that vision, but it still may end up working out better than you thought. I think that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I think men see stuff.
I think you're right. I mean, look, man. I need all the counseling I can get, man, because I can be hard to deal with. So,
But I'm saying you're a realist, bro.
right, let's just be honest.
You're a realist, and I learned from you. You're a realist. You're gonna jump off that cliff, but you're not gonna jump off the cliff without have a safety valve, the parachute. Oh, I know this is not going to be right. I tried to tell you. All right, we're gonna see where it goes. But you're not just gonna jump off a cliff. Out of the people you dated, the people I've seen you date, and who you are, you just didn't jump off.
Oh, no. You
without it.
gotta.
You just want to
You
see
gotta have
where
a
it
plan
goes. Like,
too.
all right,
Come on now.
and I make sure I had you one too. You just gotta pull that.
Yeah.
that
First of all, I'm a Virgo. We gotta.
you know what I'm saying? So
we gotta be perfect with everything.
It's-
we
it's-
want everything.
but you don't
to
strive to be
right.
perfect. You know you can
In
be
my
wrong.
head, I do.
In your
I
head.
don't let niggas know a lot, but in my head,
People that know you know that. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just gonna jump just to jump without having a safety valve. So
it's true.
I know that for a fact. That's like when I met you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey bro, yeah. But
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, everybody got their shit they deal with.
Yeah,
in a
Dwayne told me
relationship.
the day I met her. Dwayne was like, he said, "Hey, He pulled me in the kitchen. Hey, son.
That was at his
gender
birth,
reveal.
yeah.
He said, hey, son. He said, nah, fuck all that other shit. You better go get her number. He said, fuck all that shit. You better go get her fucking number.
Yeah.
Hey.
He pulled me in the kitchen, bro. And
Wow.
and everybody was looking at me because apparently they was all talking about the shit.
Oh, nigga had sweats on and shit at the goddamn.
Oh, nigga, I had on some
They
busted
came
ass
comfortable as
jeans.
hell.
Hey.
I had this hat on, bro.
That's a lucky hat,
I
man.
had this hat on.
That's a lucky hat.
And just a regular ass t-shirt,
Yeah.
bro.
I like it.
And some slides.
No.
And just walked up on him. We just started talking and shit.
Mm.
We got to rapping, and that's how it happened.
Yeah, it happened. And it was the best day of
It
your
was the
fucking
best
life.
day of my
Like I
life.
said, man, it all come with compromise, Mikhail, man. You gotta be willing to compromise at a certain point.
Yeah.
It's
But then
hard,
y'all gotta be at a certain level. It's like, okay, we both see this is not gonna work. Let's try it.
See, with you, like, you live by yourself.
I do.
And I lived by myself.
Hmm.
It was hard as shit. So, like, somebody come in here and be like, all right, well, we about to take that shit off the wall.
No, you
You
ain't.
like, why?
Why?
Why
It's
you do
been
that?
there for 3 years. Why we got to take that off the
Ain't
wall?
hurting nobody.
I ain't had shit on my wall.
Everybody okay?
Yep.
Everybody all
Everybody's
right?
fine.
Hell,
They gonna-
hell, you here?
Yeah,
so we
exactly,
good. Like,
exactly. Why
shoot.
you got this cabinet right here?
Obviously
It
you
look
like it.
old.
Right.
We getting it out. I got a table sitting in
Wow.
my kitchen right now. It's
You wanna get rid of that table?
My parents bought that shit in '89, bro. That's a table. That's the table I ate at as a kid.
You wanna get rid of
Her
that?
ass was like, we get another table.
Oh, now I gotta go somewhere.
I
else.
need
In
another
the next
table.
house, though.
I need one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it ain't no big deal to me that she wanted to get a new. I don't care now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really didn't care before, but it was just like.
But see, stuff like
Damn.
that I can get behind. I think it's more like ideas. You know, like ways of doing things.
yeah, cooking
Those
and
what
shit, all that.
those
shit
what
too.
ends
Yeah.
up like getting me tripped up.
Yeah, I'll be in the kitchen cooking something, and you know I'll cut something up one way, and she'll be like,
Yeah.
"Well, why are you doing it like that? Why are you in the kitchen with me? Go somewhere else."
Yeah. That's
Like it's hard, bro, but you just gotta you gotta
And
let it go.
I have a relatively dominant personality when it comes to things. So it's
Yep.
Can't be that.
so it's
I mean, that's just him.
they can't hear her.
It was stupid.
They're not going to cancel us for that. So. Nah, but you asked me a question.
It
How
wasn't
far do I
racist.
think I can
Your
get?
dominant ways gonna
Are gonna get me? Well, I think that's an interesting question, right? Because I mean, they can get me as far as my skill sets take me. Like, it's not like you can't be successful being a dominant personality and being stubborn. That's not.
Right,
That's not
I'm
what that
talking about
means.
relationships.
I know. But I think that's where
Fuck the world.
That's what I was talking about. Like, it's like
Relationship-wise.
it makes it hard if you find yourself able to have successes and all the other things. It's like, dang, like why can't I? You know, what makes what I'm doing so wrong? Clearly, I'm doing. Especially, don't mess around. And this goes to the men versus women thing. Don't mess around and have been like more successful too. So now, like your way is the best way. It clearly it got me farther than it got you, nigga. Like the fuck. Like I should listen to me more often. Like the fuck.
That would be terrible. For
But I'm just throwing all different
Yeah.
scenarios out right now.
Right.
Right.
I'm in competition with the person you're in a relationship with.
She said it sounds like I'm in competition with the person
I'm
I'm in
glad
a
you brought it
relationship
up.
with.
Do you not like friendly competition with your polar opposite?
Friendly competition? I mean, I love competition, but I will never lose.
Friendly competition.
Jesus.
Friendly.
I will play connect.
God.
And
I will play
I'ma bring
connect
this way.
4.
I'ma
I will
bring
play
this way.
connect 4, and I will
I'ma-
I will have to.
I'ma
win.
bring it this way.
I have to win.
I'm gonna bring it this way, Mikhail. You know how we are in friendly competition with our acting.
Okay.
If it comes to us getting the role or doing audition tapes, we always like, hey, I want you to get this, like, bruh, giving you advice, like, and you think about it and you try to do it. It was like, oh, you feel like that worked.
And y'all be
You know,
hating.
sometimes
on the
it don't work. You know, what is it?
I say y'all be hating on the low. No, I'm just,
Fuck
I'm just
no.
playing. I'm just
No,
playing.
not at all. Like, I want this man to make it as far as he can fucking go and beyond.
Right.
Like, have you ever thought, like, okay, when you're in your friendly competitions outside of your relationships, do you not take that into your relationships?
Well, I think I had to evolve to be able to have friendly competition with people that are in my same like professional field. Like
Okay.
I've had to evolve to that. You know, that's not always been the case. Like every time I saw freaking Shamik Moore in an audition, which was every damn day, it's not like I was looking, man, I hope he kills it. Like, I ain't hoping that. The fuck? Like, I hope you fuck this up,
But that's
buddy.
what you know what I'm saying? Like with me,
Right,
you know,
like,
it's that, but
You know,
it's like, do you take that like when you're dealing with somebody? Like, let's make this a friendly. I'm gonna take your idea and think about it at least, because I know like when we in here filming auditions, you take my idea, and if you tell me something, it's like,
yeah,
you know what, you're right.
I think it depends on what it is. Like, I think it just depends on what it is. It's not a singular thing. Like, it's not like this. I just will never listen to somebody. It's not like I'll never listen to like who I'm with. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm not saying you're saying.
Yeah, what I am saying is that like there are certain things that make it. I don't know. Maybe
what's that top thing?
I don't know. I can't even tell you,
don't
man.
even fucking know.
I'm so broken. Who knows, nigga?
You don't even know.
Who knows, man? I'm so messed up. You know, I think maybe, but this kind of goes back to the first topic, right? Maybe I feel this way because I'm not where I want to be. And let me get where I want to be, and I can settle in that, and perhaps all these other ideas and things like whatever, it doesn't matter because I've already hit my goal, right? So I'm not in competition with my own ideology, because if you haven't hit your goal yet, you're conflicted with your own thoughts because like shit, it ain't worked yet. So you're almost in competition with every thought.
That makes a lot of sense.
Nothing nothing is what it's supposed to be.
That is you.
Does that make sense?
That is you.
You know?
I could see that shit. Damn.
You know?
I mean, so you're saying like you're not where you want to be with, you know, financially wise, like dream wise,
all
like,
of the above.
Oh, I want to fucking see
all of the above.
Because he always thinking of like
the next
ways to get to the top.
I mean, because with my acting thing, it's like I know I'm not where I want to be with it, but I'm continuously working towards my goal.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
And I let her know it's like, okay, I'm not there, but I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. We had a baby. You know, I'm working on, you know, getting a job, this and that, getting on a house, getting my credit straight. But my main goal, acting, is what it's always been. My first love. That's my first girlfriend. My first just thing that this is what makes me happy.
Baby mom?
That's what you could say that. This is the first thing that made me happy though.
I thought
This is what makes me happy.
I thought what's the name was your first.
Okay, stop it. Anyway, this is what makes me happy. I'm not where I want to be in that, but I got so much like worldly shit. Yeah. This dream shit. This is worldly shit over here. But this, you got to understand this. We can work on this all day, but you got to understand where I'm coming from with this. I'm not stopping. I'm not letting nothing stop me from getting where I want to be with this. But other stuff, we good. I compromise all day. Yeah. But this, you got to understand where the fuck I'm coming from with this part of my life, because I've set the standard with that.
I think that makes sense. You know, it's a weird thing, right? You know, the people that I ended up admiring my whole life, you know, just coming up, I didn't always want to be an actor, you know. I came up, you know, wanted to be athletes and all these different things, right? So people like
you thought you was gonna be in the NBA
at one point, probably. You know, I came up, you know, idolizing Michael Jordan and then Kobe Bryant and all these guys, and really studying these dudes, like studying what made these. R.I.P. Kobe. Studying what made these dudes.
Remember, he said hit 60. Yeah. That was today.
Damn. You don't gotta do that to me. Now I'm gonna cry. But
I cried yesterday.
Tell me. Thank you. But you know, it's worth it. He's worth a thug tier. But you know, I grew up studying, you know, what made those guys tick and how they kept motivating themselves to keep going on. And one thing that was always consistent was like this singular-minded hyper-competitiveness, right? The singular-minded focus and this hyper-competitiveness. And that seemed to be consistent with, you know, greatness, even across industries a lot of times. And you try to emulate that, at least a singular-mindedness and a discipline to do that, right? The competitiveness can vary on some degree, right? Because I'm thinking sports. Sports is just competitive by everybody. You're trying to impose your will on another human being in a very dominant way. Like, you got to be a different kind of cat than just, you know what I'm saying? But growing up idolizing those guys, and I took a lot of my what I thought was good qualities to be successful in that, and if you let those things permeate, like Jordan did. Jordan is notorious. Like Jordan's the kind of guy.
Nigga made up stories,
bro. He'll make up things while you slide at him just to motivate himself. Because like at some point, like being successful is so hard. It's like I don't want to get up at 4 a.m. to practice, so I have to make like, Jace called me a bitch the other day. Yeah, he meant it disrespectfully. I took that personally. You know what I mean, right? I took that personally. He took everything personally. Hell, Shaq made up a story about David Robinson that never happened just to motivate. He said it so many times he believed it. So then he went out and tried to dominate fools. Like, I think there is something to be said for that, but I think that level of competitive was probably already in me, but it was heightened by like the people I idolized, like growing up, like at least the successful, the outside, like I idolized like family members too, but like the outsized people that I idolized, and then now I'm at the point where I can't play a damn game of fucking Words with Friends without trying to fucking crush the person I'm playing with. Bro. I'm trying to. I'm not trying to win though. I'm not trying to win. I want it to be a massacre. It needs to be. I need to win by so many points.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I completely understand that.
But then like now, like I don't know, man. I don't even know what that had to do with anything we were talking about, but I just had to say this shit.
We're just having a counseling moment.
We're having a counseling moment, man. I appreciate y'all listening to this, man. And I appreciate you, audience, right now for listening to this whole series. We listen to a few brothers talk about all these things. Men versus women series. Let us know what you think, man. Please comment on all these videos. Like, subscribe. Follow us, all of that. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us again on another episode of the MudPolitical podcast. We do this once a week. I know we took 2 weeks off. Like I said, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Google Play Store, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from. Like I said, don't forget the YouTube. Do this once a week, yet again, and we'll see you next week. You dig?